So my name is Boutilier and I teach first grade. And this year our team has been experimenting with varying modalities. And we've had a few sort of big units that were all encompassing all areas of the curriculum. And that's where we've really sort of used varied modalities.
Great. And maybe an example or two
Sure.
of a place you've done that? Or
So I would say we started at the beginning of the year with kind of a unit on life cycles, and that's where we really started experimenting with it, I would say. We started to incorporate some more movement into teaching kids about cycles. So for instance, when we did the life cycle of a pumpkin and the life cycle of a caterpillar, we had some books and some poems, and we sort of developed some kinesthetic movements that the kids would do while those were read aloud to help them make a connection to the idea of cycles. And we also did a pretty extensive penguin unit, and we used lots of different modalities in the penguin unit. Kids were measuring and collecting data and comparing measurements for different types of penguins. They created their own life-size penguins. We were reading nonfiction books about penguins. They wrote their own nonfiction books about penguins. And we had penguin songs and movement with those songs. Currently we're in our farm unit, which is another big sort of all-inclusive unit. Again, it's been another opportunity to teach kids about farms and farm animals and sort of pull some of the different modalities in while we do that. I guess when I think about varying modalities, I think about giving lots of different kinds of learners lots of different ways to access the content. So providing opportunities for kids who are really kinesthetic to move and manipulate things, providing opportunities for kids who are spatial to manipulate things on a paper, using a lot of, we've used a lot of sort of music and movement this year, which is really engaging for the kids. But yeah, I think for one of the things, when we've talked as in kind of our bigger teams at faculty meetings, I've noticed a lot of the upper level teachers use different modalities as a way to assess kids and let them show what they know. And for us, it's more it's the teaching and the instruction and just providing them different ways to access the content. I don't think it's fragmented. I think the nature of particularly an early elementary classroom is that you have a lot of transitions in your day, and your activities are, your kids have a shorter attention span, so you are doing lots of different kinds of activities, but I think that when you incorporate them into the routines that you already have established in your classroom, it doesn't feel fragmented. For example, in my class we sing a lot, and one of the times we do that is during transitions. So if we're starting a new unit and I want them to learn a song about farm animals, I might teach them that song explicitly for a couple of days and then work that in as one of our transition songs. So I think as long as your activities are sort of central to a common theme or an essential idea, it doesn't feel fragmented, because you know what your overall goal is and you make sure that your kids know that too. So currently we're working on the farm unit, which is a unit from Bridges, from our math program, but it's a cross-curricular unit, and that has been a good opportunity for us to incorporate different modalities. The central sort of project of the farm unit is that the kids are creating their own farm, and that in and of itself has some different modalities involved, because there's the spatial component of really putting your farm together. There's the social component of interacting with their peers and figuring out, well, you're going to put that animal on your farm, and why are you going to put that animal on your farm? Well, I only have this much money, so there's that piece too. And we're also putting on a musical. It's called E-I-E-I Oops. And so that has singing and dancing, remembering lines. So we've used that as a way to work on their reading fluency. So it's been another good opportunity to, kind of come at the content from different directions.